I wonder why.
Wonder.
I wonder the possibilities.
This is wonderful.
This is wonderful. What a wonderful day.
Wonderful day. Welcome to Wonderful Stories.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Are you ready for part 3 of Eli's Adventures? If you haven't heard Eli's Adventures, part 1 and 2, please go back and check those out because we're about to pick up right where we left off.
Don't forget to share the story with a friend.
It's time for a story.
Let's go. Even though Eli was nervous, he had pushed through with bravery. He remembered his dad would always say, "It's okay to be nervous or afraid. What you do with those thoughts and feelings is what makes all the difference." He touched the watch that was on his wrist, and at that moment, he remembered his dad always had a watch on, just like this one, but he'd never really thought about it before, until now. Eli found himself reaching his hand towards the apatosaur's rough neck. He couldn't help but be in awe and giggled a little with excitement. The dino lowered its neck even more, and Eli reached his other arm across and stepped up, climbing onto its neck. Within a moment, Eli was being lifted high into the sky and looked down at CJ as he got smaller and smaller. He was now as high up as some trees and looked down the rough, scaly-like skin of the dino's back. He thought for a moment, paused, then pushed off, sliding all the way down the apatosaur's back, down its tail, which was at least 3 times longer than Old Red, and launched himself into the field, yelling the whole way.
Wahoo!
CJ ran to him, licking his face, celebrating with him what had just happened. The dino turned its long neck around and gave what almost seemed to be a smile as he slowly took pounding steps back to the herd. Eli and CJ began walking back down the hill, but not before turning to take in the sight one more time. They paused, then headed back towards the tree line. Once they reached the woods, Eli sat down on a large, broken tree that must have fallen years ago, and it was laying on the forest floor. He looked at his watch, and he was reminded of what it said on the back. Bravery is simply fear that's been transformed. He also remembered the note that was on the bottom of the box, which said, "No matter how it feels, you're not alone." He wondered how the box had ended up in the field and who would have put this watch inside. Eli then noticed something familiar. The watch flashed a little sparkle, and then there was darkness. The smell of breakfast cooking on the stove and some clanging of dishes abruptly woke Eli. He sat up instantly, looking around, confused but slightly at ease. He reached for CJ, pulling him out from in between his pillow and the wall, then stood up, staring intensely at the map without even blinking. Could it be? Was there some possible way that... No, it had to have been a dream, right? Eli leaned closer to the map and fixed his gaze specifically at the image of the apatosaur. Eli turned away, then back again as his hands fell to his side. He felt something small in his pocket. He then pulled out a small and somewhat rusty key with an engraving on it that was hard to read, but he knew it was the letter L. Eli then realized there was something on his wrist.
This is impossible. All that was real, and the map brought me there, and this watch helped me get home. Oh, wow. What an adventure.
Eli put the watch under his bed next to his flashlight, brushed his teeth, got his clothes on for the day, and reached for his bedroom door. But he paused. Turning to his map on the wall, Eli squinted, targeting a new image that caught his eye. And he whispered,
I'll see you tonight.
Today's story, Eli's Adventures, Part 3, was written, read, and produced by Eric Anthony. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to Wonderful Stories. We wouldn't want you missing out on what's coming next. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook too. And don't forget to check out wonderfulstories.com.
Thanks for joining us. Please give us a 5-star and a review.
Be on the lookout for more coming soon. Until next time.
Be full of wonder. Be wonderful.